Former Attorney General Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj has added his voice to several organizations, including the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago, LATT, who are appealing to the government to withdraw the Clause 7 amendment to the Freedom of Information Act, the FOIA. Mr. Maharaj says the proposed amendments by government to the act would work against the public's interest. On Sunday, LATT said it supported the call for public consultation on the amendments. Mahalia Joseph-Wharton has more.
At a media conference on Monday, Attorney at Law Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj said if the amendments are made law, they would obstruct, frustrate, discourage and hinder persons from accessing the Freedom of Information Act to obtain government-held information.
That the effect of these amendments can nullify the provisions of this act, can make the act a totally useless utility for people to get information, because it would discourage, it would delay, and people would be frustrated to take steps under the act to get the information.
The miscellaneous provisions, tax amnesty, pensions, freedom of information, national insurance, central bank and non-profit organizations Bill 2019 seeks to amend the FOIA to extend the period in which a public authority is required to inform an applicant of its decision in relation to a request for information. The period would be extended from 30 to 90 days, and the Attorney General could authorize a further 90 days.
Every person has a right to seek information and to obtain information from the government, information which it holds. That information could be personal information to the individual, or it could be public information which the individual should know as a member of the public.
Mr. Maharaj said freedom of information is an essential component of the right to hold an opinion.
What the Freedom of Information Act does, it assists people to get information so that if the government or the department is wrong, they can then file a case using the information they get in the Freedom of Information request.
He said the act is an important tool in the fight against government corruption. He said the act is also beneficial to members of the media who may be doing an investigative report. Mr. Maharaj stressed the amendments would create unreasonable and inordinate delays. Mahalia Joseph-Wharton, TTT News.
Also expressing concern about the amendment to the FOIA Act, the National Trade Union Center says the freedom of the press and the right for citizens to have immediate access to information are their fundamental human rights. NATOC says it believes that such fundamental changes to the FOIA has serious implications for the country's democracy and may be a violation of Clause 4 of the Constitution.